Good afternoon, Dripping Springs. It is Weekly Drip Season 4, Episode 42, and we've got a new face. Today, we are talking all things nonprofit in Dripping Springs, and you can't have that conversation without involving our very dear friend, Martin Garza, hometown hero in my eyes. Martin, thanks for joining us. How are
Thank
you?
you. I'm doing well, thanks.
And hi, Amber. Say hello.
Hello, Dripping Springs. Hi, friends. So happy to be on here again this week and so happy to be welcoming Martin to the show. Y'all hear us talk about him all the time, how he is our biggest fan. I don't know. Goodness, Martin, you support everybody. I know. You love on everyone. You give the best hugs. You are a proud Dripping Springs business supporter, and we're just so grateful that you could join us today.
I'm happy to be here. I always love hanging out with you too.
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
we have good times.
I'm there for that too. Definitely number one supporter of Weekly Drip, and honestly probably has been from the very, very beginning, from season 1, episode 1 on.
Before me, OG.
Yeah. So huge hype squad for Dripping Springs. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about nonprofits, and we'll have a longer discussion about a multitude. I think you guys both agree there are a ton of amazing nonprofits here in Dripping Springs, but the one that Martin represents is Project Connect. And Martin, why don't you tell us what is Project Connect in a nutshell? We'll start there, and then we'll get into your current work with Project Connect today.
Yes, in a nutshell, we connect those in need with those who can help. It's sometimes we're the ones providing direct support. Other times we're connecting another organization or individual with the person that's in need.
What size population is Project Connect serving at any given time?
It's the DSISD area.
Okay.
And so maybe a little further out. We primarily work with the school counselors as they identify needs, whether it be an HEB gift card for fuel or food, help with immunizations, clothing requests. And then occasionally we get referrals from other organizations, like say Hometown Missions. It's not something that they typically do. So then Chris will refer them to us. And we have, besides him, we have about 7 other advisors that represent other nonprofits that we meet every other month. So we can kind of keep abreast of what's going on with the others and how we can help one another. And then occasionally we get direct requests. Somebody will call us or email us directly, and then do what we can to serve those in need.
Yeah, love it. So if you're
it sounds like part of it is in your name, Project Connect. You're kind of connecting between other nonprofits and filling in those gaps.
Exactly.
And we are recording this in December. So there's a Project Connect Books Together in December. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Martin? What are you guys working on right now?
Yeah, certainly our biggest effort of the year is Tiger Santa. And so those same school counselors identify folks in need, get them registered, and they provide us their wish list. So it's clothing sizes, anything else they might want, their interests. And then we get those people sponsored. And right now we have 171 registered among 68 families across every single campus, all 5 elementaries, both middle schools and the high school. And we've gotten just about everyone sponsored. We're still a few short, but we're hoping to get all those matched up by the end of this week.
And if anybody watching this is wanting to join this initiative or these efforts, how do they go about doing that?
If they want to sponsor a family, they can do that on our website. Just go to projectconnectds.org, and then there's a place to donate, sponsor, or menu item, and they can select Tiger Santa. They can also donate there, because one of the other things we do is augment the gifts with HEB gift cards. And then the third thing that they can do is we have a toy drive that's going, because as we wrap the presents and assemble them. I mean, the gifts may all be of the same value, but I'm sure you remember as little kids, you still want a stack. And so we'll grab other items at the wrapping event. That'll be at Deep Eddy on the 17th from 12 to 5. So we're doing that at a number of businesses, and then at High Point this Saturday, we'll have a toy drive there, I believe, from 2 to 4.
And so, how would people know what to bring to that toy drive? Would they just go to the website? Would they just kind of wing it and bring a toy donation?
Yeah, just kind of wing it. What you think primarily a school kid might want? But we do have preschool age kids, because we want to get all the family members registered. We have some parents as well. Really anything that helps. And the other big help, if you don't want to make a toy selection, is a $25 gift card, and all of the businesses are collecting those as well to help us.
Awesome. And your gift wrapping event on the 17th, can anybody come and help wrap gifts?
Yes, you can go to that same place on the website to whether to sponsor, to volunteer to help, just so we have an idea of who's coming. But yes, it's open to everyone. It's kid friendly. If the weather calls for it, there will be hot chocolate, but who knows
in Texas?
Right.
Maybe it's lemonade.
It could be lemonade instead. Exactly.
Do you have to be good at gift wrapping to come to this gift wrap event? I'm a gift bag and tissue paper kind of gal.
We got plenty of those too.
Martin, in my experience growing up, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but my mom is in a wheelchair. She was a single mom raising 2 kids, doing the best that she could on a disability income. So we didn't have a whole lot. And we were able to get signed up with some programs like what Martin and Project Connect have, so that we got Christmas presents. And I don't remember as a kid ever getting something, even something small, and thinking, oh, this isn't good enough. So no matter what level you're at, if you can give something big or you can give something small, it doesn't really matter. These kids are going to appreciate having anything.
Oh, exactly.
They appreciate gifts of all sizes. So if you can only donate something small, that's okay. It makes a difference too.
Yes, I see the wish list, and they're not asking for big ticket items. I mean, many of the kids have gift cards for food. So that's why we want to make sure we have HEB gift cards to provide for everyone. Some are also getting help by Helping Hands. So we know that Project ELF is providing that extra support. But for those who aren't, we want to make sure we have gift cards for each of them.
I always find it really interesting in my industry in real estate. I see a lot of affluence in our area. And Martin, I know you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we have 2 Title I elementary schools here in Dripping Springs. It's just 2 of the 5, right? So that's Dripping Springs Elementary and Walnut Springs Elementary. And I think that the folks that are living in poverty in the area, I think it's really hidden, like really, really hidden. But y'all are serving, it sounds like, a population of over 100 in Tiger Santa. Is that correct?
Right. We're 171 and counting. We had somebody register yesterday. But you're right, dude. Sometimes you have to look a little hard, but you can look right off of 12, right off of 290, and their communities there. You can go down Creek Road and take a right on Ramirez. See things there off Martin Road. But yes, that's one of the things that we have to overcome, because I remember one year we were delivering to Rooster Springs Elementary, and there's a substitute receptionist there who was just like, really, there's a need here? And it's like, yes. And the thing is it's not always even apparent based on somebody's living conditions, because there could be somebody in Milterra or High Points dealing with medical condition, loss of job, and the like, to find themselves in need of a little help at Christmas. And so we want to help them as well.
And to apply for that assistance, or even could you nominate someone for assistance on the website?
No, that's all going through the school counselors. So we direct people there. If there happens to be somebody out there that doesn't have school age kids, they can email us directly or call us directly, and we'll get them registered as soon as we can, because the delivery method is back to the campuses. So we'll have the wrapping event on the 17th, and then on the 18th, we'll go from campus to campus delivering the gifts. It's a little tricky when there aren't school-age kids, but we've helped families like that in the past.
Mm-hmm. And what is the cutoff for that registration? I feel like the clock's ticking on this.
It's already passed, but we're still taking. The thing is, the closer it gets to Christmas, then it might be a gift card that we're providing to the family. I remember last year, school was done, and we had a family contact us, and I sent them electronic gift cards so that they could do their own shopping.
Wow, that's awesome. Martin,
Love that.
Ever since I've known you, you've been a part of Project Connect, but I don't know that origin story. How did you get involved in this nonprofit?
It started up at Walnut with a group of parents, kind of like Tiger Totes started there and then grew district-wide. This was an effort where the then principal, Julie Pryor, along with a group of parents, when she had a need, she'd go to them, and then they decided, let's take this district-wide, and that's when they asked me to join them, and that was in 2015. And I think about 4 or 5 years ago, the then president stepped away, nominated me to be acting president, and then I was elected, and I've stayed in that role since. So
I'm not surprised at all.
No. And if you know Martin here in Dripping Springs, there's a very strong chance you know him through his nonprofit work, but you actually have a day job, I believe.
Yeah, I do work part-time for American Water, providing drinking water solutions, water softeners. Thankfully, I'm retired from the state, so they provide me the flexibility to do this work, the work with the Knights of Columbus, my PTA work until we didn't have any kids left in school. So they've been a great supporter, and I knew about them from their support of nonprofits in the community. They were a big sponsor of Knights events in the past. So they asked me to come on board, and it's been a win-win relationship.
Love it. I feel like we talk about your community involvement when we're in person all the time, but I would be remiss if I didn't plug, like, you're doing this in addition to working a job. I don't know how you manage your calendar and your day so well, how you have the time to fit it all in.
I would love to see your calendar.
I don't think you would.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to know.
We do keep busy.
Yeah, one of my goals is to be omnipresent, and I think you are masterful at being omnipresent in our community. And I just thank you so much for all of our work. Thank you sincerely for all of your
I'm happy to help
and efforts in Dripping Springs. What would you like to share with people watching this on how they can further be involved? Maybe not with Tiger Santa, but other work throughout the year.
Well, there's all sorts of efforts. And one of the things we do on our Facebook page is share those opportunities, whether it's for hometown missions, for Paul's Shelter, because through most of the year, we're not doing as much as we are this month and last month. And so one of the things I try to do is keep abreast of what other nonprofits are needing and share that there, or share that in networking groups of which I'm a part.
And what's the best place for us to keep an eye out for those opportunities that you're sharing? Is it your personal page? Is it the Project Connect page?
The Project Connect page on Facebook, sometimes on Instagram. I'll share it there as well. And the thing is the other nonprofits have been good, like the Lions Club and Hometown Missions, and sharing our stuff. The Knights, because I manage social media for both the Knights of Columbus and Project Connect. I can share stuff both of those locations, and then as other nonprofits see what we're doing, then they're also doing the same. So it's and like I said, we have this group of advisors who we try to collaborate some, and then the chamber has had a couple of nonprofit summits that have led to some more collaboration as well. So it's becoming better organized amongst all of us in serving the community.
Well,
Beautiful.
I know it was several episodes back. I made mention of when I first moved to Dripping Springs, there was this like thick, small blue book of
Right.
nonprofits. And you let me know that has gone digital, and there's a resource for all the nonprofits in Dripping Springs. And you guys, this community has a ton of them. I want to pretend like we're unique and not every community has this many, but maybe that's normal, but it's pretty incredible. And I'm gonna put you on the spot, Martin. I'm curious, how many Facebook pages are you a moderator admin of?
4. So my Dripping Springs, Love Thy Neighbors Dripping Springs. Then there's the garage sale. That might be it. I retired from Dripping Springs Neighbors a few years ago.
You've retired from something. All right.
Yeah.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
Well, we thank you.
Oh, sorry.
It's weird to have 3 people on, Amber. I don't know how to do this.
It is. Martin, is there anything coming up for Knights of Columbus that you would like to share?
We do have a prime rib sale. I think orders have to get in by the 15th. It's $100 for a 6-pound prime rib, which I think is a really good deal if you were to shop around.
Mm-hmm.
So there you can find that at the DSKOFC.org website. So DSKnightsofColumbus.org. Or you do an online search, or you can search my page, and I'll be posting that to Facebook for the Knights as well.
Awesome. And we will go back. Martin is so good about posting things while we're live, you guys. And he obviously can't do that while we're in conversation.
Right.
But we'll go back and we'll be sure to get some links for y'all in the comments to follow along. I know this was a little bit different than our normal back and forth, but we just wanted to do a little bit deeper of a dive, not only into our nonprofits, but specifically our nonprofit Hype Squad one-man show. Martin Garza, thank you for all you do in our community, and thanks for taking the time to chat with us today. Really appreciate you.
And thanks for giving me this chance.
Absolutely.
Love you both.
Absolutely. It's
It is
the least we can do to show our support back to you with all the support that you showed, not only to us, but goodness, everyone in our community. You are the backup, the Hype Squad for everybody, and we so appreciate you.
And, you know, I do a lot of get-togethers in this town, and you guys, it's exclusive to women only, and Martin.
And Martin.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we let one other gentleman in too, but that is it. That is where I draw the line. Like, Martin's always welcome at the table. And you're such a good sport too. We sure appreciate you. So that is Weekly Drip Season 4, Episode 42, Peek Behind the Curtain with Project Connect and their current project for the big one for the year, Tiger Santa. And we'll see you guys next week, 4-ish o'clock on Wednesday.
Thank y'all.
Bye. Have a great week, Drip.